To a new confidence about today. Chevy runs deep.
He just missed it. I think. Stretch! You can put it on the board! Yes! Mercy!
He keeps going. He can't stop. John Hart joins the rundown once again. And A.J. Przinsky, our guest. Now, A.J., I'm going to interview you, but no pie in the face, because we know that's how you roll anytime anyone gets interviewed. Take a look.
Uh-oh. Fair?
I have John Hart to protect me.
Okay, but see, you have to understand that was Sarah Kustak's last day with us. So the TV people here at the White Sox, they wanted me to get her with a pie to send her off to the Yes Network happy.
Well, you certainly did. 5 home runs in 5 games. You say you're not a power hitter. What are you, AJ?
I'm just a guy just trying to plug away every day, and I'm getting hitting some balls up that are going out. And ever since I've known John Hart back when I was like a sophomore, junior in high school, attending his camp, he's always been telling me I wasn't a power hitter. So I'm just still listening to him.
Yeah, AJ, listen, you should have listened to about a lot of things, but listen, it has been a great year for you, but I knowing you like I know you, you're all about your team. The White Sox this year, a lot of people, they kind of flew under the radar. What's happened this year? I mean, you guys are a game and a half up. You guys have been playing great baseball. What are some of the things that are going on there in Chicago?
Well, there's a different energy level here this year, whether it's the new regime that's kind of taken over Robin, and the other regime was great. But I just think that people have come and become more comfortable. You look at a guy like Alex Rios, who's having a tremendous year. No one's even talking about him. Adam Dunn with a bunch of home runs. Konerko having another solid year. And the biggest thing, though, is our young pitchers have really stepped up and done what they're supposed to do. And they've taken over in roles. We have some veterans now. Brett Meyer, since he's come over, has been tremendous. Jesse Crane's back healthy. But Addison Reed took over the closer's role in the ninth, and it kind of solidified the bullpen. And the starters have been outstanding, starting with Chris Sale and Jake Peavy, obviously both all-stars.
AJ, you bring up a good point, and I can't agree with you more on Dunn and Rios. That's been outstanding. But when I look at that young pitching staff, you're back there behind the plate. You've got Sale, you've got Quintana, you've got Addison Reed. What challenges have you had in developing that young staff?
I haven't had a whole lot of challenges. They've been so good. It's been pretty easy. It's been a lot of fun, I know, because people look at me and say, oh, you know, you have this and you have that. But at the end of the day, it's a challenge that Don Cooper, myself, and Robin, and Juan Nieves, our bullpen coach, along with Tyler Flowers, have just said, hey, we're going to take this and ride it and run with it, because these guys are talented. They have the ability to get it done, and we're just trying to prove that every day. And they've been great. They haven't complained. They've done everything we've asked them to do. And to find a guy like Jose Quintana out of nowhere has been just a blessing.
AJ, you and Konerko, the only remaining members of that 2005 World Series team. When you look at this team and you compare the two, does this team have what it takes?
I think so. Obviously, it's different fields, different teams, different everything. But I guess Paul and I are just getting old because we're the only 2 guys left. But it has a special feeling in this clubhouse. I think every day we come, we believe we have a chance to win against whoever's out there. And we know the Tigers are right there and they're chasing us. But we feel good with the 25 guys we have, and we think that we can compete with anybody. We just had a great series against Anaheim. We have to carry it over with Kansas City, but 05 was such a special time and just a special run. Until you get to the postseason and make a run like that, it's hard to compare anything to them.
All right, AJ, listen, I know you're probably not going to be playing golf with me in October, that you'll have some other things to do, which will save you a little bit of money. But I'm going to go back. Listen, I've known you a long time, and this is kind of a tongue-in-cheek, but it really is. Great family, great husband, great teammate, and every time I pick up the paper that says, all right, who's the guy that the other teams dislike the most, it's A.J. Przinsky. I'm going on record. I don't have bad friends, but I know you're a good guy. What goes through your mind when you read that?
Well, I thank people for the friends that I do have, because the ones that know me and know me well are there and they have my back. So at this point, it's gotten to a point where I just kind of laugh about it, because, you know, people say things, people do things, and look, we've all done things we're not proud of. We've all done things that we want to take back. But at the end of the day, I want to win, and sometimes people take that the wrong way, and I'm sorry for that. But I want to win for the White Sox, and I do everything I can every day to try to win for the White Sox organization. That's my job. And if people don't like that, then I can't change their mind. But I know this, the people that I have and the family and the friends that I do have that know me, know that I just want to win, and we'll have fun away from the field. We'll have fun on the field. But when I'm in the batter's box or when I'm in catching, I want to beat the other guy. And it's a competitive game we play, and it's a hard game we play, and I'm not going to back down.
You are winning first place in the Central, and it's August. At what point do you look at the standings and look at the Tigers or the Indians? How much of that goes on with this team?
That goes on. I can't speak for everyone else on this team, but I can say that I always look at the standings from the first day, from opening day to the last game, until somebody's eliminated or whatever it is, because it's part of it, and you're in the business to win games. You're in the business to get to the postseason. So from opening day, I remember looking up there and seeing how Minnesota and Kansas City and Cleveland and Detroit are doing in our division, and you want to size yourself up and measure yourself up to see where you guys stand every day.
AJ, you mentioned it. You touched on it earlier. And listen, managers come, managers go in our game. But obviously, you had a change, and it was a rather dramatic change from sort of an out front vocal guy to Robin, and obviously a little younger, but more like a player. What's been the difference? How's it been playing for Robin versus playing for Ozzie, or not really Ozzie, but how is it playing for Robin?
You know, it's not as different as people think. I think the major difference is that we don't have as many media people here every day waiting to see what Ozzie's going to say next, whereas Robin just kind of does his media because he has to, whereas Ozzie loved the media. And that's their personalities. That's the way they did it. And we had a great run with Ozzie. We won a World Series. We made it to the playoffs a couple times. We had some great teams. And Ozzie's a great manager. But at the same time, Robin, it was time. I think if you ask Ozzie, he'll say the same thing. And Robin's here now. And it's just different. And different personalities mesh with different guys. And for a guy like Rios, who's not huge into having the spotlight, and Dunner, they just like going out and playing the game. I think Robin has fit them better. And it's just worked for him.
AJ, can you beat John Hart in golf?
It depends. Is he allowed to sandbag or not? Is he allowed to sandbag or not? Because he can sandbag with the best of them now. He's been known to, he's got some tricks up his sleeve every once in a while. He'll move the tees up. Oh, I'm old. I got to move up from the tee box.
This is the dirt. AJ, thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
No problem, guys. Thanks a lot.
See you in November, AJ.
All right, hopefully.
Pretty good, John Hart. It's off to